All right, viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope by the grace of God you are doing well. In today's video, we have a question on the board about capacitors that are connected in series, and the value, one of the value is unknown, and by the total resistance, the equivalent capacitance is given. Let's say I have one on YouTube which is about 2 capacitors, and we're able to solve the unknown one, but this one there are 4 enormous, but one is unknown, but the total capacitance is given. So let's see the question and see how best we can solve it. The question says calculate the value of a capacitor which when connected in series with 3 capacitors of 20 microfarad, 40 microfarad, 10 microfarad will give an equivalent capacitance of 5 microfarad. And the question also says prove your answer. So our data goes like this. So this is how our data will be. So we have 4 capacitors, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how it's going to be. We have 4 capacitors that are connected in series, which namely C1, C2, C3, C4. And the question says the C1 is what? 20 microfarad, 40 microfarad, and 10 microfarad. But the C4, which is connected in series with these 3, is unknown. So we put a question mark here. We don't know it. After we solve it, we'll put it there. Then we'll prove our answer and see how best we can be able to get it. So positive, negative. So the question says at the end we'll get an answer like this. We are going to get an answer like this: positive, negative. So we are going to get equivalent capacitance or total capacitance of 5 microfarad. So this is what we are going to get. All right, so we know capacitors when they are connected in series, we use the 1/C formula. So 1/C. So in this formula, we have CT or C equivalent. So 1/CT, because they are 4, we bring them 1/C1 plus 1/C2 plus 1/C3 plus 1/C4. Let's put our values. Our 1/CT total equivalent or total capacitance is 5. And our C1 equal to, our C1 is 20. As you can see on the board, 20 plus C2 is 40, so 1/40. C3 is 10, so plus 1/10. And then C4 is 1/C4. We don't know C4. So here, when you get here, this is where it is a critical point, and they need a deep thinking or critical thinking to be able to analyze this. So because we are looking for C4, you bring 1/C4 here, equal to, here equal sign, there is 1/5, so you bring it, then the rest you subtract it from there. But you don't just subtract the numbers. We can see the numbers here, we have to rearrange them, because when it comes to fractions, we have to know that when you are dividing any number with dividing any 1 divided by any number, if the number, the lesser it is, the greater the number. So we say here that the denominator is lesser. You see, the numerator, which is 1 for all, then you have to check the denominator. When I say the denominator is the number that is below the line. So these numbers, we can see that this is very less. 10 is less, so this becomes the greater number. So we say minus 1/10, because, let me use an example. You have a loaf of bread, and you are sharing 1 loaf of bread, and you are sharing among 10. You have to know that when you share you share it for 10 people, they are going to get slide bread of 10. And then when you share that same 1 bread for 20, the bread that you cut into 20 will be very tinier than the 10. And then when you share also one loaf, you share amount 40, you cut into 40. It will be very tiniest. So meaning that 1 over 10 is greater. So 1 over 10 minus 1 over 20 minus 1 over 40. Because at the end, when we finish, you see that we'll have our answer as correct. At the end, the value that we'll get as C4, we are going to evaluate it and see whether we'll get 5 microfarad. So 1 over C4. So 1 divided by 5. 1 divided by 5. Let's use our calculator. If you have your calculator, you also check. 1 divided by 5. We have 0.2. So we have 0.2 here. And then 0.2 here. And 1 divided by 1. 1 divided by 10. We are going to get 0.1. 0.1 minus 1 divided by 20. 1 divided by 20. We are going to get 0.05. So 0.05 minus, and then 1 divided by 40. 1 divided by 40. We are going to get 0.025. 0.025. So 1 divided by 20 by C4. So 0.2 minus 0.1 minus 0.05 minus, let's do it. So 0.2 minus 0.1 minus 0.05 minus 0.025. We have our answer as 0.025. 0.025. When you get here, so simple. This one is multiplied because you have to divide this by 1. So 1 multiplied by 1, cross multiplication, and C4 multiplied by this. So once you take C4 away, you have to know that this one will come and divide this, 0.025. So C4 is equal to, so let's do it and see. At the end, 1 divided by 0.025, we have our answer as 40. So our C4 is 40. So C4 here is what? 40 microfarad. Let's put it here. Alright, so now that we have 40 microfarad, I want us, now we have the value. We're able to solve the problem and have 40 microfarad. Now the question says we should prove. So let's prove our answer whether we will get 5 microfarad. So we say you use the same formula, 1 over C total or 1 over C equivalent, which is 1 over C1. Let's put the formula, the same formula there. 1 over C1, 1 over C2, 1 over C3, and plus 1 over what? C4. So 1 over CT equal to 1 over C1. Our C1 is what? 20. So 1 over 20 plus 1 over 40, which is C2, plus 1 over C3. C3 is 10, so 1 over 10. And then the C4 is what we just got here, which is 40 microfarad, so 1 over 40. Let's divide and see whether at the end we are going to get our C total 5 microfarad. So 1 divided by 20, 1 divided by 20 is going to be 0.05. 0.05 plus 1 divided by 40, we are going to get 0.025. So 0.025 plus 1 divided by 10, we already have it here as 0.1, and then plus 1 divided by 40 as 0.025. So 1 over CT equal to, let's add this value and values and see, 0.05 plus 0.025 plus 0.1 plus 0.025. We have 0.2. So we have 0.2. Here, when you get here, you can do it like this, equal to 0.2 over 1. So just multiply 1 multiplied by 1 equal to CT multiplied by 0.2. Let's change it. CT times 0.2 equal to 1 times 1 is 1. So here, because we are looking for CT, let's bring it here. So CT equal to, okay, let's bring this value here so that it will help us. So CT times 0.02 is equal to 1. So we have repeat this, the number C, the value here. So CT will stand alone, which is going to be what? 1 divided by 0.2. This is going to be, because 0.2 is multiplying CT. So as CT stands alone, this it will be weaker. So when it crosses the equal sign, you have to go and divide this one. So 1 divided by 0.2, 1 divided by 0.2 is going to be 5 microfarad. So this is the answer. At the end of it all, we have our C total, or our C equivalent, as 5 microfarad. So this is how it is. Very so simple. Just follow my steps, take your time, play my video, and at the end you will get, and you can use this same formula to be able to solve so many quantum of questions. Right. If you don't understand anything or you have anything to ask, comment below. I will quickly answer you. I'll be very happy that if you have a problem, you put it there. We are all together in the world to solve problem. So if you have a problem, just put it there, put it at the comment below, and I will be there to give you an answer. Right. So comment below, subscribe my video, share my video, and like my video. As I used to say, sow your today and reap your tomorrow. Bye for now.